Up there. Number 20, San Marino. Number 20, San Marino. From San Marino.
Come in, San Marino. Your time's up. Well done, sir. Mind you, I don't like the look of that Enniskillen sky. The parade of the competitors is part of the tradition. All the locals mucked in, but somebody up there doesn't like them. But they're a hardy lot, these fishermen. A bit of rain didn't hurt anyone. Ah, that's where England are, under the umbrella. The championships are tomorrow, but there's plenty of opportunity to let your hair down. The anglers are scattered across hotels and guest houses dotted around the 50-mile Loch Earn system. They're no doubt tucked up in bed, having sorted out their tackle for the morning. Saturday, September the 5th, the morning of the match, and the English bait has arrived.
Them just casters, look, they're lovely, I could eat them myself. I just hope them fish obliged to them. But, no, it's not blood.
He could almost be champion chef.
It takes a little while. It has to be left just to dry out a bit.
Mind you, the eggs look a bit off.
As you know, we've got maggots, we've got casters, we've got worms, we've got bloodworm, we've got joker. We've got everything to cover every eventuality. And there's not a bait we've overlooked. So if we need anything of any description, then we've got something to cover it. Kevin, you need some of this blood. Some of this yours, Kevin? It's joker.
No, I've got joker.
Right.
Well, we've got some nice red maggots. They've just come out of the fridge. They're not moving about so much, but that's what we wanted. In another hour or so there will be. But those are nice red. Two of them on a 14 will be lovely. But we've got some whites. Keep changing the baits. And that's what you've got to do, keep changing the baits, put a red on, put a white on, put a worm on, and keep the faces. So quite looking forward to it, to be honest with you, strange sort of way, you know.
Ireland.
The all-important draw for pegs to decide who fishes where.
16.
16 is no good for Ireland. Most teams are praying for a low number. So what do the Italians get?
Italy. 1.
Well, that's not where we're out.
The England team have drawn 18.
Oh, it's not bad. It's just a bit high for you.
Yeah,
yours is
that's what I'm saying.
Yours is probably the worst of those.
Poland above
The rest of them are pretty good.
Was his rivals? Oh. I've not got to listen to him all day, though. Because I know he's a real pain, that bloke. As soon as smack him in gob and talk to him.
Yeah, that's where the Italians caught, yeah, I think so. I think they caught on 18 or 19 but fishermen, so we can't tell. But yeah. Should be.
I'm not where I fished with Dave Harold in. You know where I fished the other day? We're bobbing up, when Bob had the 2 bream afterwards. I'm a bit above that.
Yeah.
Steve, did you take any white maggot out of the fridge?
The preparations are over, the bait is primed, the tackle is packed. Championships, here we come. But at the venue, there's trouble brewing.
I see the Italians have started already.
What's gone off?
They've brought the kit down in their press cars, trying to steal a march on everybody else, and they've been told and told and told it was never going to be allowed. The tackle had to come down on the cars. Yeah, on the coaches, I should say, instead of the way they brought them down in the cars. What they're expecting now is all these helpers to run down the bank and carry the tackle for their competitors and everything else and steal maybe a little bit of an advantage, because all these rods are pre-made up. So all they've got to do is just literally just assemble them and the tackle's there, ready, set. We
So
knew
what have you told them then?
told them no tackle through the gates if it doesn't come on the coach.
So the coach has got to stop, they've got to put the tackle on the coach.
Well, that's if the coaches will stop for them, but if the coaches don't stop, and that coach goes on down there, that tackle can't go through the gate. Hasn't come here legally.
Does that mean they won't be able to fish?
It means they're going to be maybe tackle short. They'll have tackle with them, but it means they're going to be tackle short. And there's going to be a whole rumpus.
The word among the pastmasters is that the incident could lead to a walkout.
In fact, Dave Taylor sticks to the rules and doesn't allow that kit to go in, only on the bus. Then the Italians, oh, they just won't be able to fish. In fact, they'd walk out. They just say, because they've got away with it so many times in the past, they'd say, why can't we get away with it again? And Dave Taylor, I'm sure he's going to be adamant. I'm sure he's not going to let them take the kit through. They should have taken it on the bus, but they always want that little, just one step ahead, the little advantage, and he's going to stop it. He's going to nail them. And I think they'll just say, that's it, we're not fishing.
East action, Stuart!
The bus arrives, but it doesn't stop to pick up the offending kit. The tackle belongs to Milo Colombo, Supremo of the Italian team. This is him, under the watchful eye of the committee. His name is on rods in shops all over Europe.
A lot of objection because of traveling in press cars, etc.
I charge half of my staff, but not all was in. So they say tomorrow they use 2 buses for every section. There is no space enough on the bus. Thank you.
The organisers are guarding the gates. Will they let Milo in?
Should have been on the bus.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with that. I put half of staff on the bus. Mr. Pinza said tomorrow we will bring 2 buses for every section. There was no space enough.
In the end, they accepted his explanation that there wasn't room on the bus for his tackle. A shot across the bows. In Britain, unlike the continent, angling as a spectator sport is a dead fish. They say there are 4 million anglers in the British Isles, but only a few have turned up here. There are no ticket touts or corporate hospitality tents, just a bar and, of course, the fishing tackle marquee. Scintillating action there might not be, but you could cut the tension with a fish knife.
Casters?
Like greyhounds waiting to enter the trap, the anglers survey their territory. Some like it, some don't.
No man's land, these 2 boats here, and if you take a line across to the far bank, it actually comes on the S in census or the E in census. If you go to your other end and take a line across there, it comes to the same place. So in actual fact, you're like a wedge.
A little disappointed with my draw. I don't know this section very well, but I do know that the favoured pegs were somewhere. There's a ledge and it's a very smooth bottom, and that's somewhere between 15 and 25. So I was hoping to be there, but you never know. The fish may not be there. They might be right here today if I'm lucky.
There's a lot of weed in front of me on about 5 to 10 metres, and if you catch a fish, you've got to really get it over that weed.
The buzzer goes, allowing the anglers to enter their zone. They have 90 minutes to prepare before the start at noon. From now on, they're alone. After testing the patience of the organisers, Milo tests the depth of his peg. Ian Heaps knows what they're going through.